Welcome back, everybody. I am back today. I want to deliver some updates on the Paycheck Protection Program, that's the PPP program, because we have a lot of unanswered questions right now. So many viewers are tuning in asking, are funds still available and still moving? So we're going to talk about the current status of funding and whether or not we are going to see new funding and talk about those bill proposals that are out there for the extension of the Paycheck Protection Program. So share this video with every person you know who's inside the Paycheck Protection Program, whether they were in Draw 1, Draw 2, Retroactive PPP, or just learning of the program today, because there's a lot of great information contained inside. So let's get you guys all caught up. Welcome back, everybody. I am here to deliver a Paycheck Protection Program update, a PPP update, because technically the program has not officially ended yet until June the 30th. Now, we do know that Isabella Guzman came to announce on the 28th that funding has been completely exhausted, that the bank is empty, okay? But we are not clear if there's a lot of backroom operations happening at the SBA, because we do know about all those error codes and those hold codes that are still sitting out there. And we are under the presumption that they're going to continue to process those right up till June 30th so that they could do a manual review of all these things. All right, so we're going to get into all the details here on this, and we're going to talk about the new bills that are being proposed as well. And by the way, if you have not yet met me, my name is Edward Bilder. I typically post finance videos on how to fill your pockets, build wealth strategy starting with nothing through royalties, the stock market, and of course, real estate. Right now I focus heavily on paycheck protection programs, EIDL, and the stimulus updates, because many small businesses out there just need this type of support right now. So I want to get into the topics on the Paycheck Protection Program, because right now we are in a sit and wait period. I don't think this is uncommon with the SBA. There are so many sit and wait periods with the SBA, especially in the EIDL programs. But man, there's a lot of unanswered questions right now as to whether or not they are going to still continue to process the hold codes that are sitting in the background, because we thought that that allocation was already executed and it was already taken and reserved for those funds and for those reasons. And the official date to finish this process is June the 30th, of course. So I'm going to call out to all the viewers right now. I want to know in the comments if you've received any Paycheck Protection Program funding after the date of May the 31st, or even after the date of May the 28th, when it marked the final day of having any money, okay? Let me know in the comments if you are outside of the application period that ended on May 31st and you're still seeing funding land in your bank accounts between June 1st and June 30th. I thank you so much. PPP for 2021, I want to talk about the opportunity to see additional funding here, because right now Paycheck Protection Program has so many competing programs for free grant money that you may not necessarily qualify for Paycheck Protection Program. It's more been split and targeted to really send the funds in the directions where they need to be sent. Like the shuttered venues are getting their funds, the restaurant revitalizations are getting their funds. There is a big thing that is also kind of floating over the top of everybody, and that is the EIDL loan increases, because those caps have been really raised to $500,000. And it seems like the SBA and Congress is really looking at the fact that people have the opportunity right now to go out and grab rather large, substantial loans to help carry their businesses through this 24-month period. And therefore, the idea of giving out free money now is not necessarily a great idea. So the majority of the things that we're starting to see come out of Congress right now is focused around targeted events. And I'm going to talk about two bills that were proposed here and how targeted these events really are. The first one I'm talking about is concerned around the imbalance of fairness from 2021, because that's focused on the retroactive paycheck protection programs, the retro PPP, when midway through the 2021 program, the formula changed. And if you were on the ball, you went out and you got your PPP rather quickly, and therefore you missed out on the opportunity for potentially another $10,000, because you're allowed to use your gross formula now instead of your net formula previous to this. And that was such a shift in an imbalance of fairness. $1,000 turned into $10,000. It was that drastic. All right. So leave a comment if you're viewing right now and this affects you. I'm trying to build a list of all viewers that are affected by this, so I thank you so much. So we had two bills that were proposed, and one specifically addresses retroactive PPP for Schedule C filers. However, it does not address the fact that there is no more funding. So that bill would need a current overhaul if it's going to reach anybody to potentially provide that $120 billion is where I'm estimating it to be, to pay out all of the retroactive PPP. And so funding is still an issue here. The Jackie Rosen bill, that's the second bill that came out. And this one is essentially to write a blank check for everybody at the last point in time when the SBA announced on May 4th that the funding had run out, to provide funding for everybody on or before May 4th who just suddenly received a message that, I'm sorry, we're out of funds. That's a big problem out there, but it also still means that there's no funding available because we don't exactly know what that number is. And last part of her bill, Jackie Rosen, was to provide a targeted approach by sending $5 billion for new applicants to go out and obtain a PPP loan if you're from a state that had a 6% or greater unemployment rate from March of 2021, and you also had to be a woman, a veteran, or a minority to be able to receive this funding. Was it going to be $1 billion in that blank check to potentially pay out the applicants sitting in the queue and then send an additional $5 billion for the new targeted applicants? But again, the program has run out of time, and therefore this bill would need to be also revived and regenerated to have new deadlines and additional funding added to it. All right. So the fact that the words targeted are coming out right now is really concerning me, because I still get so many viewers to the channel here who join us for the first time and say, I just now learned of the Paycheck Protection Program. And I get these messages by the hundreds, and I have to give them a response back that's, sorry, the Paycheck Protection Program is out of funding, and right now the deadline has expired. So you can't even go out right now and apply for this. We could really benefit from $300 billion total, and this would pay out retroactive PPP, new applicants that are in the queue, applicants that are currently sitting with the SBA, applicants that are in the fintechs, and everybody out there who is a new applicant approaching this for the first time, seeking the Paycheck Protection Program. So comment down below if you've also just learned of this program. Comment down below if you are affected by the overall ending of funding for the Paycheck Protection Program. And while you're in the comments, you could also leave me a comment if you are interested in learning about Airbnb, because I am always seeking new partners in my Airbnbs. So just leave a comment down below if you have interest in the Airbnb programs. And if you'd like to do it yourself, of course, you can check out my crash course on Airbnb found in the description. I have a coupon right now. It is $75 off. That is 75 OFF. I've extended it here for another limited period of time because I ran out of all of my other coupons. So I created a new one that keeps this thing going. We've got good momentum. The crash course walks you through how to get into the real estate game with $50 in your pocket, earning an extra $5,000 to $10,000 each and every month. You don't necessarily have to own the real estate to do this, and you could be cash flowing in 3 business days. It's a really fantastic program. You can check it out right now in the description. And while you're up there, don't forget to grab your free stuff. I have a whole free stock section, free crypto section, and a free sign-on bonus section. Remember, I use Webull because right now, of course, they're giving away a Tesla, but also I get $2,000 in free stocks each and every month by just recommending my friends through Facebook. It's pretty awesome. That's going to do it for today, folks. If you need further assistance outside my free content, you can find me pinned in the top comment for a one-on-one consultation. Just click the link and you can set up a phone call with me. I wish you all the best, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.